I know that you know that I know that YouTube is a corporation and they have the right to boot or censor whoever they want, but that still doesn't change the fact that they're a bunch of fascist
interrupt our regularly scheduled programming of mocking the liberal lunatics and exposing the fake news industrial complex to bring you this important news bulletin about YouTube censoring my channel again.
To do that with the adpocalypse being what it is. 3 times this year I walked away from YouTube and my...
But I woke up this morning and I found out that it seems there is a new algorithm that is running, that YouTube, Google, Alphabet, I'm sure it's all over the web right now. And whew, I gotta tell you, I woke up, I cannot tell you how many of my videos were blocked.
Well guys, this is it. This is the video I didn't want to make, but I need to make it because you guys deserve to know what's been going on and what I've been dealing with on my end.
And it's happening. It's absolutely happening. The censorship of YouTube has stepped up another notch. We knew this was coming, and it's already started in full force. Google, artificial intelligence, this is it. This is literally it. This is all occurring right now.
You've taken away my ability to live stream. YouTube has. I am so ticked off, so sick of these people and what they're doing to censor us. I've done nothing wrong. I have violated no standards whatsoever in my content. The videos they pulled down that they said are not appropriate, not suitable, it was me driving to the airport talking about, I wasn't even talking about the Las Vegas shooting. I was talking about the 2001 Amerithrax event.
YouTube says it will fight extremist content by censoring controversial videos. Who are they teaming up with to oversee this new program? Must be someone non-partisan, trustworthy, credible. A group that clearly knows the difference between free speech and violent hate speech, right? It's the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL. Oh. Shit. But wait, I mean, surely YouTube wouldn't just hand power to those who would easily abuse it. This is a serious organization. The ADL's bar for hate speech must be pretty high, right? I mean, what is it? Advocating for genocide, calling for violence against Jews? Oh, they literally think a cartoon frog is hate speech. That's how low the bar is. The ADL put the grandson of a survivor of the Nazi occupation on a list alongside actual neo-Nazis and white supremacists, simply because he's a conservative. They also listed a bunch of other conservatives next to actual neo-Nazis. Oh, but they're the impartial, rational, neutral outfit that's now going to thought police YouTube. They're not partisan at all. So a group whose entire existence and millions of dollars in funding every year relies on fanning hysteria over hate speech is now being given the power by YouTube to patrol hate speech. Gee, what could possibly go wrong?
Did a similar thing to this woman whose channel is RedPillBlack, a black conservative, after she posted this video criticizing some of the insane demands of Black Lives Matter. Oh, can't have a black woman criticizing Black Lives Matter. Community guidelines strike. She appealed the strike, and a lot of people started tweeting to YouTube and the Team YouTube account. That's kind of like the customer service Twitter account at YouTube. And they did restore the video. But just the fact that they took it down in the first place and issued her a strike for violating YouTube's terms of service is absolutely ridiculous. This just shows the twisted social justice warrior mindset of YouTube and of the moderators when they continue to actively try to suppress videos that are just reasonable criticism of certain issues.
So I just want to be crystal clear that this video isn't a whine and complain video. This is informational. I want everyone to understand that we are here. This is 1984. Big Brother is here. It's happening now. We have moved well beyond all of the phases. We started out with the just political correctness, where you just made people feel bad if they didn't speak politically correct. I mean, think about that. Politically sanctioned speech, thought and speech police, thought police from communism, from the fascist world. We actually let that happen, just politically correct, not even understanding the words we were saying, that there's politically sanctioned speech, official narratives that we are allowed to speak. But we've moved through all of those phases now, and we've gone well beyond just, hey, that's politically incorrect. Now we have complete censorship. Now in Hitler's era, they burned books because they didn't have the internet. They didn't have to worry about written words that weren't in books. So they just burned the books. Well, YouTube and Google are burning the books by censoring the speech, the written word and spoken word and thoughts. They are the thought and speech police, and they're doing it openly. YouTube alters search algorithm over fake Las Vegas conspiracy videos. And it's not a conspiracy. It's not a theory. It's a fact. Here's Google themselves saying, when we're saying that it feels claustrophobic, you know, it's getting more claustrophobic, they're tightening the vice down on us, that, you know, it's gone through phases with my channel. First, they rolled out the narrative. They coined the phrase fake news. Then immediately, within 2 weeks, they rolled out that first algorithm. I saw it after 9 years on YouTube. I had never had a problem. Boom, 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 boom. Hundreds of videos went marked unsuitable and they demonetized me. Then when they couldn't force all of us, they're like, well, we can silence their voice by, you know, they won't be able to make any money on advertising. They called it the adpocalypse on YouTube. But it didn't silence the truth movement. It didn't silence us. We all kept speaking our truth. So then they escalated and they decided to start blocking. Then I saw my videos when they couldn't get rid of me, you know, by taking all of the income away. Then they decided to start blocking them in certain countries, you know, and a lot of them were blocked in all countries. I put videos up about it, showing you guys straight off my page. I'm not making it up. Then, as you just saw from the article I just posted, they admit at the Vegas shooting, they seized the opportunity. Don't let a good crisis go to waste. They seized the opportunity that they had been working on a stronger algorithm for months that would completely silence us. And they rolled that out. And immediately after the Vegas shooting, I got completely removed. They completely started removing my videos, not just blocking them in certain countries. And the difference with the marking them inappropriate and removing them is that you get a strike with it. So if you get 3 community guideline strikes, they will take your entire channel off of YouTube. So in my case, I would lose 9 years of research, 9 years of work and building up, you know, my community, my YouTube community. And you know, I'm just a tiny channel compared to a lot of these bigger channels that have built up millions and millions of viewers. So it's not a fact. YouTube's not doing it because people don't want to see it. They're doing it because people do want to see it, because the search results have started to show that that's what people are searching for. After Las Vegas, people didn't want to tune in to MSNBC on the boob tube and see what the police press conference. They knew what was going to be coming out of there. They wanted to get on YouTube and they wanted to see people's cell phone videos. They wanted to see the truth. And so they immediately locked it down and just started removing people and removing entire channels. It's really important for everybody to know. Here's some of the footage of you know, the head of Google saying, flat out saying, that they want one official narrative and that's their dream. It's Big Brother. They admit they want to be Big Brother. This is they want one official narrative. There should never be 2 answers or any dissenting thought. If there is any dissent, you know, if you're divergent, then you must be eliminated. And there should be one official narrative. And here it's right out of the horse's mouth. This is Google. They own YouTube.
Do you get more than one answer? Of course you do.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's a bug. We have more bugs per second in the world. Because we should be able to give you the right answer just once.
Google CEO Chairman Eric Schmidt literally discussed augmenting humanity, literally giving people, quote unquote, better ideas.
We're trying to make people better people, literally give them better ideas, better augmenting their experience. Think of it as augmented humanity.
Literally controlling and implanting thoughts.
So about 750,000 posts about YouTube censoring everybody. This is just in the last year, in the last 10 or 11 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 1 month, 6 months, everybody. Page after page after page. They are silencing dissent right now. It's happening now. This isn't something that's coming anymore. We've been preaching it's coming for 10 years, 20 years. Now we're preaching it's here. It's here, folks. Now. Now is the time. And this last biggest clip is off of TruthStreamMedia. I could parrot what they said, but nobody really says it better than they do. They're just such an awesome couple of soulmates. They're a wonderful family, and they have a lot of talent. So I'm just going to play a pretty extended clip, and I'll give all the credit to them. This is TruthStreamMedia. Most of you already know them. If you don't, please go check them out.
Online freedom of speech, to the point that there will only be allowed one story. The government prescribed official version of reality will be the only one that's allowed at all. Out of all of the responses to what happened last week, this right here has got to be one of the most disturbing. After the shooting in Las Vegas, people had a lot of questions, and a lot of people took to YouTube asking those questions and discussing this shooting, which should be everyone's right to do. Apparently, they made a big deal out of the fact that YouTube search results were promoting conspiracy theories about the Las Vegas shooting, which, as you know, if you follow independent media, or if you're in the independent media, you know that's not actually true. They never promote conspiracy theories about anything. They bury anybody who tries to talk about that stuff, and have consistently. And what is considered a fake Las Vegas conspiracy video? Well, this article goes on to tell you it's pretty much anything that would even call into question the official story of what happened. And it goes on to say that these videos claiming that the shooting was a hoax and a false flag spread like wildfire on YouTube, earning millions of views. Because after this shooting happened, a lot of people had questions, and a lot of those people took to YouTube to discuss those questions. As much as they're trying to censor conspiracies right now and people talking about things that go against the establishment narrative, more people than ever are starting to realize that we're not being told the truth about a lot of the things that are going on in this world. It goes on to specifically call out numerous videos questioning whether the government was lying. Because apparently if you question whether the government is not being truthful about something, you are now a conspiracy theorist, and what you're saying is a fake video that needs to be censored. A YouTube source confirmed on Thursday the company tweaked its search algorithms late on Wednesday night, hours after survivors and victims' relatives criticized the company for prominently featuring videos with hoax claims. YouTube had been working on this change for months, just by the way, but decided this was the perfect time to push it out early this week. It's unclear how the new algorithm functions or whether it is effective in downgrading falsified accounts of the attack. So anything that is not the official story is a falsified account of the attack. If you question whether government's lying, that is also considered a falsified account. And they will downgrade that, they will hide that. They're using a new algorithm now to bury anyone who tries to analyze these events, which, if the official narrative is true, it should stand on its own, right? It goes on to say that YouTube's initial statements, followed by its readjusted algorithms, speak to the broader ethical challenges technology companies face regarding their role in providing major platforms for fake news and propaganda. And they just got in saying what that was. That's questioning whether the government's lying. If you do that, you are now a creator of fake news and propaganda, because they're only supposed to provide you one set of fake news and propaganda, and that's whatever the official establishment narrative is. Do you see how Orwellian this is?
Well, it's exactly as you said not long ago in the video on how Google is 1984. This is the undoing of everything that made for a free society, free speech, the right to question things, the attempt to hold power into account. And if you can't question authority, how could power ever be checked? How could corruption be limited? How could you live in a society where you can't even question the veracity of events?